friends, Emily here at the Movement Clinic, and today's tutorial is breaking down bridge and wheel poses for you. One which kind of leads into the other, and both of which are back bends. So find your way onto your mat on your back, and I want to start first and foremost by saying bridge is where we will start. And bridge is where you are more than welcome to stay now and for forever. And if you do choose to go on to wheel, which is a nice big back bend that includes weight bearing on the hands and a little bit more demand because gravity is pressing down on you a little bit more and sort of a bigger back bend, it might not be somewhere that's appropriate for you to go or that you find valuable for your body. So as always, encourage you to listen to your own body, practice with curiosity, with play, but also a mindfulness as to what is and is not appropriate for you today, okay? So on our back, setting up for a bridge pose, and maybe you've done bridge a ton and you're like, yeah, yawn. I know exactly what's up with that. Go ahead and try it with me because it is the foundation of the wheel pose, okay? So all the same crap that I'm gonna say for the low half of the body and bridge are the same things that I'm going to set us up for in wheel. So we're gonna do this twice, one bridge together, and then either bridge again, moving into wheel if you so choose. Plant your feet so your heels are about outer hip width distance. Don't get them too close to the body. I used to do that and it just made it real hard for me to get up into my wheel. So toe heel your feet a little bit further away, not a ton, just a little bit. Turn your toes in slightly and root down through the inner edge of your feet as though you could flatten your inner arch down onto the mat. Keep that. Zip up the low belly and you'll feel your tailbone sort of lift up through the knees. Keep that and actively press your glutes onto the backs of your thighs. It's as though you could use where the glutes meet the thighs to press up and forward towards your face, like making a big U shape. Now remember that whole as below, so above. So let's try it above. We're going to shrug our shoulders up to our ears, and now roll the tops of the shoulders back. As you do, it's almost as though you feel your shoulder blades plant, especially the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, plant into the back. Keep that. Press elbows down, press upper arm bones down, and you'll feel the heart lift off of the mat, or the back of the heart rather. Awesome. Keep that. Slowly press down into all four corners of the feet. Root down through the inner edges of the feet so that the knees don't splay out. We keep them inside of this little car here that is the outline rather of our body. Press down into the feet. Curl your sit bones underneath you. Press those glutes up through the backs of the thighs, lifting up and forward towards the face. Press down into the upper arm bones again. Root down through the inner edges of the feet. Curl those sit bones underneath you to press the glutes up through those thighs, lifting the front of the thighs up. Now notice here if your chin is tucked really into, if your chin's tucked really into your chest like mine is now, I'm going to simply lengthen and lift my chin away from my chest. I'm going to press my elbows in and lift my heart up towards my chin. From here, you might even imagine that you could drag your heels isometrically back towards you to lift your hips a little higher. And slowly go ahead and release. You might give your legs a little rock side to side. So a lot of little actions there, obviously, that help us get into this extension of our spine, sort of taking the natural curves out of our spine, but especially protecting the more mobile and vulnerable areas of the spine, being our low back, where it meets the upper back, where there's a natural curve that is hypermobile. And so we need to kind of keep this really active lengthening of the low back and keeping it in this beautiful neutral position as we find this big extension in the rest of our spine, right? Zipping up low belly, trying to keep everything as drawn in as possible so that the spine moves with the support of the muscles and not just by flopping into some naturally mobile areas, or maybe you might even be hypermobile. So we really want to make sure that we're engaging the muscles in an intelligent way, building up these really nice habits of movement. So either setting up for bridge or wheel again, make sure those feet are planted comfortably close to the hips. Turn all 10 toes forward. It may feel a little pigeon-toed. Root down through the inner edges of the feet. Zip up low belly. Start to hug those glutes onto the backs of the thighs and pause. Shrug shoulders up towards ears. Roll the tops of the shoulders back. Now this is where you can either press the upper arm bones into the mat just like bridge, or to set up for bridge rather, exactly like bridge, or plant your palms on either side of your head, thumbs facing in towards your ears, fingertips facing shoulders, gently hugging your arms towards one another. So legs don't splay out and arms don't splay out, right? Rooting down through the L space of the thumb and forefinger, just like we root down through the inner edges of the feet. We bridge the hips up first. So inhale, press down into the feet, press the glutes into the backs of the thighs to lift your hips up, bridge your hips up. Lift your heart towards your chin, separate your chin from your heart. Pause and hold and work here, or press into the hands and lightly land the crown of the head on the mat. Lightly. You might start to slowly walk your hands closer to your body. With your next inhale, press down evenly through the hands to lift up to wheel pose. Stretch your heart forward, 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 gazing at your thumbs. And slowly release. Rock your legs side to side to release the low back. And again, congratulations for wherever you found yourself today. Bridge is a great place to start and stay. Wheel can be a fun and challenging place to move to or towards, but only if you find it appropriate for your body. So, work with where you're at today. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao for now.